I can feel it. Just like even if I touch my legs, I'm like, I'm not even making a muscle, but like some days I'm just like, oh, that leg is pretty strong. And I feel like my legs too are just they're like pure muscle and like the energy too. At the end of the day, I have energy left. Like I'm not falling asleep on the couch. I'm not like when my husband walks in the door, like, you take the kids, I'm exhausted. I just want to sit down for like 5 minutes. It's totally different. Even yesterday, like I took them into the city, the three of them by myself, like taking trains. I feel like I have more patience, more energy. I'm fueling myself with the right food. So definitely makes a difference. So previously, I was eating what I would consider healthy foods. I felt like I had a healthy breakfast every day, but I was not really thinking about protein or really the composition as long as it was something healthy. So I used to eat oatmeal thinking that was relatively healthy. And since I started the program and trying to reach protein goals, I switched that to yogurt with like hemp hearts and fruit and my collagen and my coffee, and it's a game changer. I would be hungry after this big bowl of oatmeal that looked like it should be filling, but I'd be hungry by 10:30 in the morning. And now I'm not dying for food and I'm not reaching for a chocolate bar at my desk to give me a little pick me up before lunch. Same thing like with dinner. I love salad, I love vegetables, so I would reach for that stuff, but it wasn't really fueling me to get through all the tennis. If I played tennis at night, my friends would joke like I would be half asleep and so out of it and worn out by a 7 o'clock match. Like I'd be crashing because I ate healthy food, but it just wasn't enough to support my goals and what I wanted to do. So this is like enlightening. As I'm putting in all my protein, I'm feeling better. I'm able to hang out with my husband at night without being like, oh, it's 9 o'clock. It's so late. Let me get in my pajamas and sit on the couch, you know? So definitely makes a big difference what types of food you're eating and in what ratios. And honestly, it wasn't that hard to switch. I just didn't know that I was doing something wrong. I'm eating more in less, I wasn't getting like the energy. So I would just be eating all day, like grazing on, oh, let me have some carrots or a handful of this because I'm still hungry. But now I'll just sit down and have my chicken and broccoli or my yogurt in the morning. And I'm eating more balanced and bigger meals in one sitting, which is good because who has time to stop and be eating all day? I clearly wasn't able to get enough fuel when I was doing it that way. I've definitely gotten so much more muscular and I can just do things that I couldn't do in the past, like translating it to the sports. When I play paddle tennis over the winter, it's like people try and hit the ball really low into like the back wall. So you have to squat down and try and dig it out. They call it digging it out. Now when I have to like squat to with no weight, I'm like, I could do this all day because I'm in my gym doing squats with heavy weights. I used to be worn out after like a paddle practice, and now I'm like, okay, I'll do my strength training when I get home. This will be my little warm up of moving around with no weights, and then I'll get home and lift the real things. I've gotten so much better. Everyone's like, how'd you get better at paddle? Are you taking lessons with the pro? I'm like, no, I swear I'm doing like leg workouts at home and I can just move so freely without any weight on me. It's like so easy. And then just simple things like I used to, wait for my husband to get home to be like, oh, I need the printer from the attic. Can you help me carry that down? And now I'm like, oh, I could carry this printer. I'm going to move my office. I was like, I'm going to move my office into the gym. I'll just take my stuff with me. And I moved it all myself like it was nothing. I've had so many funny things. Like I sold my kid's old crib when we moved my little one to a bed. And the lady like came to pick up the crib and she's like, is your husband home to help like load this into the car? And I was like, I can load this crib into your car for you. So all the time. I'm always thinking of this program. I am definitely noticing changes in my body. Some things have gotten bigger where I actually need to size up because I'm like, this is tight around my arms. Like I have arm muscles now. I'm picking a sleeveless dress instead of some sleeves and I'm showing these arms off. And my mom bought me like a pair of pants for something and she was like, I think I just went one size up because I feel like your legs are getting like you're just so muscular. I agree. I'm like, I don't want to be a size zero necessarily. Like if that's what fit for my body and that was a zero, that's fine. But that's like not the goal. I want to be strong and able to run around and move. People notice, like if I wear like a backless cutout tennis dress, everyone was like, your back is just like pure muscle. You need to show that off. But you can definitely see, and like everyone in my family has noticed, and sometimes people in your family don't notice because you see them every day. So when I see people outside of my family who haven't seen me in a little bit, they're like, what are you doing? This is like definitely working for you. So, but it's been great. I've noticed it in, athletic wear, regular clothes, just feeling good, putting on anything. And I've also just thrown out stuff in my closet. I'm like, that's not going to fit. Get rid of it. Who cares? It doesn't need to be a smaller size or whatever. Who cares? As long as you're looking good and feeling good, just buy what works. My stomach before this, I just thought like I've had 3 kids. I've gained, so much weight with each of them. So I was like, okay, I guess I just have this belly now and this is just something that I'm going to live with. I didn't even realize like that it was like the muscles need to recover after having kids and I could be doing those like breathing exercises we worked on and I just didn't know what to do for that either. You gave me the information and I did what the program said to do and look at the results. Like, wow, that worked. So unbelievable. I don't even think about weight, like just understanding how weight works. I remember I would join all the calls in the beginning and people would talk about their weight and obviously muscle weighs more than fat, but looks different. I'm like, oh, this is like a little science experiment almost to see this whole recomposition happening. So I still get on the scale for the weekly weigh-ins, but I don't even think about it, honestly. The workouts are really not that long. Sometimes they take me longer because I get a phone call or my kids interrupt me. Also, I like that I can move the days if I need to. I think there's enough flexibility and it hasn't been a struggle to get the workouts in. That was like an easier part for me than figuring out all the food and how I'm going to get all this protein. That was a little bit more challenging, but made that one work too.
When you started, you were like, I've got this home gym, I've got all this equipment, I've never used it. My husband bought it. And your husband like so impressed with your strength and your lifting.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing down there? Because he'll hear me like I'm clanking like weights around. I can tell like I'm moving stuff, and he's like, what are you doing down there? And I'm also like, oh, I need weights that are heavier than 100 pounds. And he's like, what do you do with those weights? When we started, I had to bring all the weights like into the gym. I was like, okay, you got to bring down like the 25 and the 30-pound weights, bring them down from the attic. And now like I would do that myself in a heartbeat, but I could barely lift the 30-pound weight off the ground at the start of this, like in his office upstairs where he had them. I was like, get this thing out of the way. This is dangerous for the kids. And I'd go to move them and be like, these are so heavy. You gotta move these. I laugh when I think about that. With the workouts, especially at the beginning, they were like under half hour. It's over before you know it. So it takes time. And then it's going to feel so good that you're going to want to make time to do it. I think that you like build momentum as the first few times are the hardest. And you kind of, even if you have kids, you get them in the groove. Like they might come in 10 times in 30 minutes the first time, but after a couple of weeks, they're like, all right, I know mom's coming back out in a few minutes. I can keep doing whatever I was doing and she'll be out before you know it. I feel so much better, especially like in the evening hours. By the end of the day, I think I was really just crashing in the past because I didn't have enough like fuel to keep going. So I was just ready for bed. or ready to just like sit on the couch and not do anything. And that's really no fun for my husband, who would like get home from work and I'd be like worn out. So now like at night I can hang. I can put on a movie and not fall asleep in the beginning of it. I can want to play ping pong in the basement. That's nice stuff. Where also if we have like a conversation that we need to have about something, there'd be days where I'm like, I can't even have this conversation now because my brain is like so tired. I can't even think clearly, but I'm more alert and I'm able to get stuff done also at night if I need to, especially with those like busy times for my job. Not that I took this program on to be better at my job, but if I need to work till midnight, I can't be like exhausted and eating candy starting at 10 o'clock at night to try and stay up till midnight to finish something. That's not healthy. So